Hello folks, I'm Ryan King with Keller Williams Realty, and I'm bringing you the September real estate numbers from the Greater Chattanooga Association of Realtors. These numbers, of course, are comparing 2022, September of 2022 to September of 2023, kind of taking into consideration what the real estate market is doing now compared to what it was doing last year at this time. Always some good information. It doesn't necessarily affect your particular neighborhood the same way because this is a general. It does take into consideration Hamilton County, Catoosa County, Walker, some of those different counties, those outlying counties, and not just inside Chattanooga City. But these are great numbers to look at if you're looking at selling a home or buying a home. The real estate numbers show us that in September of 2022, we had approximately 1,200 homes on the market. And then this year, there's around 1,127 to be exact. So it's a little less few properties, about 6.4% down. Also closed sales. So of course, if you have less properties on the market, you're going to have less closed sales. Closed sales last year were around 1,003, I believe, and this year we're sitting at about 811. So that is a decrease of about 19% down from September of last year to September of this year. Also, something else to look at is days on the market. Days on the market for September of last year was 24, and now we're currently at 31 days on the market. So I tell everybody, if they want to sell a home, you're looking at about 30 to 40 days on the market. One interesting thing though is year to date, we started the year off at 17 days on market, and now we're at that 31, 34, up to 40 days on market range. So that's a pretty significant increase. Another thing to look at is median and average sales prices. Median sales price last year in September was right at $306,000, and the median sales price this year in September was at $322,000, which is an increase of 5%. The average sales price last year in September of 2021 was $358,000, and we're currently sitting at about a $370,000 average sales price. So that's an increase of a little over 3%. So in the last 12 months, we've only seen a little over 3.4% appreciation in home values. So all those double-digit appreciations that we were seeing, 2 years ago or whatever, that was kind of a crazy time and just not the norm. Now we're back into more of a normal range of appreciation. All this stuff that you see on TV about housing prices falling, not happening in the Chattanooga market, not at all. Not to say that it couldn't happen, but it's currently not happening at all. Percent of original price received is always an interesting number to look at, and that just measures like when a seller puts a home on the market, what percentage of that price do they get? Last year in September, it was 96.2%, and currently in this September is 96.9%. So basically about the same, up 0.7%, but there is about 3% play in that price when you put the home on the market. Something else to look at is currently how many homes are for sale. Last year in September, we had about 2,200 homes, 2,244, I believe, 2,244. And this year, September, we had about 1,986 homes. So that is a decrease of about 11.5%. So of course, less homes in the market, less properties that get sold. Month supply of inventory. Last year we had a 2.2 month supply of inventory, and now we have 2.3. So not much has changed there. So people are still selling homes. I read an article recently the other day that talked about over 50-something% of people buying homes now, buyers that are buying homes now, are first-time home buyers. And that's probably somewhat contributed to the fact that a lot of people that are already sitting in a home at a 2% rate or a 3 or 4% rate probably aren't moving unless they have to, from relocation, death, job type movement or anything like that, marriage, they may move in those type situations, but just to move into another home for really no reason, you're not seeing those people move because of those lower interest rates that they're locked in, which makes sense. So the buyers, we did hit 8%. I made a great TikTok that you should see, but we did hit 8% last week, which is a higher interest rate than we're used to. 8% was an interest rate that we saw in right around 2000, but historically it's still a great rate. One thing that the TikTok that I made that talked about is that if the rates go down this coming year in 2024, what you are going to see is you're going to see a buying frenzy. If those rates get down into the 6s or even 5s, you know, fingers crossed, if they get down into the 5s or 6s, people are going to jump on that and they're going to buy. But the problem is we probably won't still have too much more inventory, and without the inventory and everybody buying, what's going to happen to prices? Prices are going to go through the roof. So if you're looking to purchase now is a great time. You may not think it is because of the interest rates, but now is a great time because those housing prices, take a single digit appreciation from this year till next year, so say 3 to 5%. And then if we have a 10% to 15% increase in housing prices because of interest rates getting lowered next year, those houses that you could afford now might get priced out of the market and you won't be able to afford them next year. If you have any questions about what these real estate numbers mean for you, or just what they mean for your neighborhood, if you're also looking for an equity analysis of your current property, don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can always call me or text me at my cell phone number, which is 423-595-7958, or you can reach out to us directly on our website, or you can search homes in Chattanooga and surrounding areas at ChattanoogaLife.com. I hope you guys are having a great fall season because I know I'm enjoying this weather. Y'all take care and I'll see you soon.